Hi, good morning, everybody. And I know it's been a while since I've made a video or either chatted with any of you online, but I'm so glad to have this opportunity just to do some catching up with each of you. Thank you for reading my blog and listening to my blogs, and for visiting the Chambers Connections Work at Home Solutions on Facebook and the Prayer Warriors Corner on Facebook. I really appreciate all of the love and support, all of the encouraging words that I have received from many of you down through the years. And I really love that. I love interacting with each of you on Facebook. When I first started out Facebook years ago, I had to get off because I thought it was the devil's playground. And in some people's lives it is, because they use Facebook to tell all of their family business. They talk about their husbands, their wives. They say a lot of things they don't have any business doing. And I was a victim of that once. I was bullied on Facebook. Bullied, yeah, right. And I got the Holy Ghost who can bully me. And and I got off for a while, and then I went under another name. I combined my grandfather and my grandmother's name together and came up with Maggie McKinley Davis, which is a pen name that I use when I write certain books and articles that people don't think that Evangelist Chambers should write, but it's all about life in general. Anyway, and then I came back as myself. Most of my friends knew I was anyway, my real people. And and I'm so grateful for doing that, because I have been able to come in contact with a lot of people that I have lost contact with, and that means something to me in my life. I'm able to see how my nieces and nephews are being blessed and prosperous, and all of that gives me joy, because I know the struggle, I know where we came from, and I know what we had to go through in order to get what little bit we have today. And also a lot of my friends that I went to church with and grew up with in high school, cousins, that's a blessing. But today I want to give you an update about the lemon water and the black soap that I've been using. I would reach over and get it now. It's in my box back there, but that's not something I want to do. I don't want to bend over in front of y'all. But anyway, in case you can't see it from here, I have lost about 2 dress sizes. I'm not going by pounds right now because I don't want to weigh myself. I wanted to go by the dress sizes, and I did purchase a beautiful outfit from Midnight Velvet. It was, wow, sometime in October. It was a size 16, and can you believe it? That thing was too small for me. Yeah, I mean, it fit, but it didn't fit me like I wanted it to fit. I didn't want to go to church up there doing praise and worship, that thing all tight and curvy, and men need help anyway. They can't, it's hard for them to keep their minds on the Lord. And I said I wasn't going to wear that like that. So I put it back in the closet, wrapped it up in the plastic instead of giving it away, because I paid too much money for it. Anyway, and I said I'm not going to give it away. I've got to lose this weight. And I shared with some of you how I prayed, and I said, God help me, because I stay tired all the time, and I know that we had just moved and going through a whole lot of other things, but it's not supposed to affect me physically when I have someone spiritually, a spiritual being on the inside of me that keeps me from all that. And and I said, you help me. And I had a dream about me. I was cutting up a lot of lemons and drinking the juice from that, and without sugar or anything. So I said, I'm going to give this a try. And I started drinking it, and I found out I had more energy. My appetite was curbed. Mind you, I did not look up the benefits of drinking lemon water online or anything. But when I went to Sunday school a couple of weeks later, Sunday school teacher, Sister Burgess, that's what we call her, Rose Burgess, she was sharing about how she had lost 70 pounds by drinking lemon water, even while she was pregnant with her last child. And her son is very healthy, beautiful baby boy. I guess he's in school now. And I thank God, because he confirmed that I was on the right track and I was doing the right thing. And little by little, the pounds started coming off. And lo and behold, I was able to get to fit into my beautiful green Midnight Velvet size 16 outfit. And not only that, it was twisting a little bit in the waistline. So that, I said, from now on, that's going to be the outfit that I try on to determine how many inches that I'm losing. And I've had more energy. I get up early and I stay up late now. And that's not a good thing to do, especially when you're my age. But if you can do it, you go for it. and I stopped drinking tea. Instead, I drank the lemon water because I was getting a lot of dark circles under my eyes. A friend of mine would always say, Venus Chambers, you look anemic, you know, because I'm brown. I'm a brown skinned girl. And you can see they were much worse than this. And they're going away. And not only that, my skin is gorgeous for an old girl, you know. I don't have any makeup on today. Not even any foundation. Got a little Vaseline on my lips, you know, because that's about the most makeup I wear. It's just I wear foundation because my skin is oily and it shines so much. But today I do not have any on. And I had spots and stuff, and age spots that I wasn't too happy with, you know, and it's going away. And also because of I've been using the black soap that I gave away on our first Chambers Connection contest, and it works. It really does. It works. And it's always good to be good to yourself and take care of yourself. First, you have to take care of the inside of you. You know, eat right. All of that's good. And drink lots and lots of water. But the main thing is to take care of your spiritual being. You know, I know some people don't believe in God. Some people don't worship God. Some people worship other gods. But what works for me is the true and the living God. The God that's in the Bible. That's what I live by. And that's what I meditate on. His scriptures and the word and pray. And feeding the Spirit of God that's on the inside of me. That's what helps me to love myself and to love others, even when they're not lovable. Okay, that's what helps me to feel great and to feel beautiful, because I'm nothing without him. So those two things work for me. And drinking my lemon water, curb my appetite. I cut back on my starches. The only time I eat sweets is on the weekends because I have to treat myself. And even then it's limited. Like I would have a slice of cake or some pie, and if we have a dinner at my church, True Vine Holy Church, oh my goodness, I have to eat some of that delicious dessert. But it's not ongoing. I don't crave sweets like I used to. And instead of white rice, I eat brown rice because I love rice. And on occasion I've had brown rice with bananas, or you can have brown rice and sweet potatoes. The bananas help to create to help me during the week, because that's what I eat instead of eating sweets or a lot of fruit, and I feel a whole lot better. And it used to be a time I couldn't even walk a few steps without losing my breath, and I caught myself walking a mile. Yes, I did. I walked a mile on several occasions from my house to this church that's not too far from me, Corals Grove, and I walked there and back, and I measured it, and that is a mile. And I felt great going, and I felt great coming back. I didn't have to stop and lean over. I remember those days I had to do that. So it's good to start taking care of the inside of you. And once you start taking care of the inside of you, the outside of you will take care of itself. Everything else will fall in place, you know. And that's mainly what I wanted to say, and to encourage each of you. I don't care what people tell you or how they talk about you. That's life. You're going to always have some haters. There's nobody in this world that everybody loves. Jesus Christ went to the cross. He died on the cross for our sins, and everybody does not love him. He's still being persecuted. He's still being lied on. He's still being hated. And if he showed more love than anybody, any human race ever could. And if he's still being hated on and he has haters, you know we're going to have ours too. But if you're hanging around people who are always talking down to you and whispering and gossiping, not only about you, but about other people, that stuff is going to get on the inside of you. It's going to affect you. I don't care what anybody says. It does affect the way you think, and it affects the way that you feel about yourself. So you need to really separate yourself from those kind of people, and be around positive, praying people. I made up my mind, and it was in October 2011. You can read all about it in one of these days when I finally finish my book. Oh boy, oh my goodness, that's a different story. But I made up my mind then that I was going to surround myself with positive, praying people. People that prayed to the same God that I prayed to. And I didn't care if they were Christians or not. But if they were on their way in that direction, that's fine with me. And that has helped me to change my life. It changed my surroundings. I went through a lot of hard stuff, but it was okay, because not only was I feeding the spirit man on the inside of me, and the Spirit of God was feeding me and giving me strength to go through. But at the end of the day, if I really needed someone to confide in. I knew that I had people, as my sons could say. I had strong praying people who were in my corner night and day to encourage me, and I was able to encourage them to go through. So take care on the inside, and once you really start taking care of yourself, your prayer life, your spiritual life, and your diet, and taking care of your body, it's gonna shine out on the inside. And all these negative people, they're not going to want to be around you because you're no longer on their level. You have risen above that, and they're not going to be comfortable in your presence. And you're never too old to go back to school to get an education. I had thought about going back to college and get my degree. I only needed 1 credit from getting it. That's another story. But at this point in my life, and I have my own business, and I have a ministry, and raising 2 sons is no longer necessary. But later on, I know I'm going to have to go back and take some writing classes. That might be why I can't ever finish that book. Anyhow, that is still a different story. But if you want to go back to school and go to college, this is the best time in your life to do it. I don't care how old you are, and obtain that knowledge and finish that course. And if it helps you to feel great about yourself, you do that. If you're in a bad relationship and that other person is not helping you at all, you need to get out of that. God would always make a way to escape. You're better than that. You deserve to be happy, and you deserve the best. Thank you so much for listening to my blog today. And don't forget to visit the Prayer Warriors Corner and Facebook. And you can also listen to our radio station online, wpwcradio.com. And also the Chambers Connections Working on Solutions in Facebook and the chambersconnection.com. Yes, I have a lot going on for an old girl, but I tell you one thing, this is one blessed old girl. I wouldn't trade my life for anything. So be good to yourself. Work on the inside. If you're overweight, start drinking that lemon water. And if you can't deal with the lemon water, you can use the apple cider vinegar. Visit my page on Facebook, and I'll tell you how to do that. That will also help curb your appetite, and cause you to crave for healthy foods instead of the foods that are not good for you. And take a walk. Walking is good. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful out there today. I'm getting ready to take a walk, and it will help you, and it helps to release stress, and you will feel great. God bless you today, and stay prayed up.